Welcome back, everybody. Today is the last session of the Better Balance form. So we'll do the last couple of movements of the form. Also review the 8 movements, the sideways movements, the forward movements, and the backward movements. So before we do that, let's warm up a little bit. And again, you can either do it sitting in your chair or standing. So I'm gonna just sit in the chair today. And let's just slowly raise our arms up. Let them float back down and back, just like you're pushing through the water. Raise them up a little bit higher. And reach for the sky. Let's form a ball on the right side with the right hand on top. And the screen a little bit. See the ball. And just move the ball over to the other side, turning your head slightly and rotating the ball. And go back to the other side. Turn your head slowly, ball. And turn a little bit more. Rotate the ball again. I'm going to turn 180 degrees, turn at the waist. Push the ball forward and back. And one more time. And let's expand the ball and spread your wings. Stretch your fingers and relax them. Bring the ball back to the center. Stretch the fingers and relax them. And let's go vertically ball. And rotate it. Do the other side. And we're going to reach to the diamond. It's like we're parting the wild horse's mane. One more time on each side. Let's make some big inward circles. And let's not forget to breathe while we're doing these exercises. Some of us have a tendency to want to hold our breath. But you got to breathe. Let's do some big outward circles. Okay, and just relax for a couple seconds. Okay, let's let's review the side steps and the forwards and that we have when we're stepping backwards. So we've got two side stepping movements, and that's move the ball and cloud hands. And there's 5 forward stepping movements. So part the wild horse's mane, the single whip, the brush knee and push, fair lady works the shuttle, and the ward off and grasp the peacock's tail. And the only backward stepping movement we have is repulse the monkey. And this is mainly for the newer students who haven't done this form very often. So let's just sit in the chair. I'm going to go through the movements just sitting in the chair. Okay, and then we'll do all the movements standing up with the footwork. So let's open the door and just make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart. Push down and back. We're going to form a ball on the right side with the right hand on top. And we're going to move the ball, just rotating the ball over to the other side and back. Okay. We're going to part the wild horse's mane. And just remember, after every movement, come back to the ball. If you go to the right side, the ball's going to end up on the right with the right hand on top. I'm going to do the single whip now. If you go to the left side, the left hand will be on top. And back to the ball. On cloud hands, we want to follow the palm as it comes across. On the second cloud hands, look over your palm and scan the room 180 degrees. Remember on this one, we're looking for the monkeys. And that's the hint for the next movement. Now we're going to go cloud hands to the right. And just follow your palm as it comes across. Look over the palm. Scan the room, turning at the waist, 180 degrees. And that's third one, we're going to form the ball. Now it's time to repulse the monkey. So we're going to push straight ahead. Turn both palms upwards towards the ceiling and turn and look at your left palm. Left with the left hand on top. And where was I? I forgot where I was. Oh, okay. So repulse the monkey. We're going to push straight forward. And back to the ball. The ball's on the right side again with the right hand on top. Time for the brush knee and push. Turn the left palm down. We're going to brush across the left knee. Push with the right hand. Back to the ball. Ball on the left. Left hand on top. Turn the right palm down to the right knee. And push with the left hand. Come back to the ball on the right. So the right hand should be on top. Okay. Time for fair lady works the shuttle. We take the ball up to the other side. Turn both palms outward and push. Come back to the ball on the left. left hand on top. Rotate the ball over to the other side, turn both palms outward, and push. And come back to the ball. Ball on the right, right hand on top. Okay. Time for the ward off and grasp the peacock's tail. Remember on this one, we want to follow the right until it comes down and meets the left wrist, the inside of the left wrist. And we're going to turn and push in the direction of your left knee. Rock back and push upward from the waist. Remember, we're pushing the opponent away on this last movement. This time, I'm going to follow the left arm up until it comes down and meets the inside of the right wrist. And we're going to turn and push your right knee. Separate the hands and rock back and push upward from the waist on up to the shoulders. Now it's time to close the door. So we come back to the ball on the right with the right hand on top. We're just going to move the ball to the center. Cross the hands and separate them. Push straight ahead. Straighten the fingers and the wrists. Bring the hands back at shoulder height. Slowly push down and back, pushing through the water. Okay, so now let's review the last two movements. Fair Lady works the shuttle and the ward off. So I'm going to stand and readjust the screen here. Share off to the side. And let's see, remember we want to step to the diagonal. So we've got the ball on the right, the right hand on top. We're stepping to that 45 degree. Just rotating the ball, turning both palms outward. And as we shift the weight forward, we're going to push. Rock back and pivot. Form the ball on the left hand on top. Step to that right diagonal, that 45 degree angle. Rotate the ball. Turn the palms outward. Shift the weight forward. Push. Rock back. And pivot. Remember, we want to pivot on the heel. So now we're going to do the ward off and grasp the peacock's tail. A forward stepping movement. So step to that 45 degree angle. We're going to do the ward off. Grasp the peacock's tail. Remember, you're grabbing your opponent by the shoulders. You're pulling him down. You're going to follow the right arm up until it comes down and meets the inside of the left wrist. And we're going to turn and push in the direction of your left foot. Separate the hands and rock back. And push upward, from the waist on up to the shoulder. Rock back, pivot on the left heel, so the left foot is going straight ahead. Step with the right foot. Step to the right diagonal. We're going to do the ward off. Right side. Grasp the peacock's tail. Pull down, follow the left arm up. It comes down and meets the inside of the right wrist. We're going to turn and shift the weight forward as we do the push. Separate the hands and rock back. And upward from the waist on up to the shoulders. Rock back and pivot on the right heel. Step with the left foot. Then we're going to step to the side. We'll close the door. So we're just going to move the ball over to the center. Cross the hands and separate them. Push straight ahead. Straighten the fingers and the wrists. Hands back at shoulder. And then slowly push down and back. As you push through the water, let the hands come to your side, step in with your left foot. Remember, we want to, all during that time, we had our knees bent slightly. So at the very end, we're going to grow a little bit. As we stand up. Okay, so let's go through the entire form. Let's start with our feet shoulder width apart, hands at your side. Step in and bend your knees a little bit. Bend your knees slightly. Step in with the left foot. Step to the side with the left foot. And slowly raise the arms up to shoulder height. And open. Bring the hands back. Shoulder height. Slowly push down to the water. Push down and back. As we shift the weight over the right leg, bring in the left foot. We're going to form the ball. Ball on the right side, right hand on top. Just step to the side with the left foot, stepping sideways and rotating the ball. Bring in the right foot. Step to the right, side stepping, and rotating the ball. Bring in the left foot. We're going to part the wild horse's mane. Stepping to that diagonal. Back and step to the diagonal. Back and pivot. So I'm going to move back a little bit so we can see that. I'm going to go into the single width. Remember, as the left hand comes over to your left shoulder, turn the palm outward, step to the diagonal, and then do the push. You shift the weight forward. Rock back. Step up the right foot. Make the hook with the left hand. Right hand comes over to the right shoulder, the palm outward. Step to the diagonal. Shift the weight forward and push. Rock back and pivot, step up. So now we're ready for cloud hands. So we're going to take those 3 steps to the left, side stepping. Follow your palm as it comes across. Bring in the right foot. The second step, look over your palm and scan the room, turning at the waist 180 degrees. Third step, look at your palm again, kind of in front of the ball. Bring in the right foot. Step to the right. Look over your palm, scan the room, turn at the waist. Bring in the left foot. We're ready to repulse the monkey. Let's step backwards on this one. Step back, push straight ahead, turn the palms upward, shift the weight over to the left leg, lift the right toes, and turn and look at your left palm. Right foot back to your left foot as you form the ball. Step back with the right foot, push with the left hand, the direction of your left foot. Turn both palms upward, and as you shift the weight over to the right leg, lift the toes, and turn and look at your right palm. A lot of things going on in this movement. Okay, so now we're ready for the brush knee and push. So I'm going to turn the right palm and the left palm down. Step, brush across the left knee, push with the right hand, and we're going to test our balance and see if we can put without falling over. Remember, if you have problems with your balance, you can always use a chair to hold on to. Turn the right palm down. Step, brush across the right knee, push the left hand. See if you can lift the left foot. No. Now it's time for Lady Works the shuttle. Step, diagonal, rotate the ball, downward. As you shift the weight forward, push, rock back and pivot, form the ball. Ball on the left hand on top. Step to the right diagonal, rotate the ball, push, and rock back and pivot. Come back to the ball. Move back a little bit. And time for the ward off and grasp the peacock's tail. Step to the diagonal, move the ward off, grasp the peacock's tail, follow the right arm up, push in the direction of your left foot, with the hands and rock back, and push upward from the waist to the shoulders. Do the other side. Step to the right diagonal, do the ward off, grasp the peacock's tail, follow the left arm up until it comes down, meets the inside of the wrist. Turn, shift the weight forward as we do the push. Separate the hands and rock back. Push upward from the waist to the shoulders. Rock back and pivot. Step up with the left foot. We're going to form the ball again on the right side. Step to the left foot. Bring the ball to the center. We're going to close the door. Bring the hands back at shoulder height. Slowly push down and back. Bring your hands to your side. Step in with the left foot. And then straighten up at the very end. Okay, let me check the time here. It's 10:23. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about anything? Any questions? Okay. All right, so let's do one more time. Let's just go through the form. I'll call off the movements, but I won't talk in between. I'm just going to call off the movements. Okay. So let's open the door. Move the ball. Part the wild horse's mane. Move back a little bit. Single whip. Loud hands to the left. Loud hands to the right. Pulse the monkey. Rush and push. The lady works the shuttle. I'm going to ward off. Grasp the peacock's tail. Close the door. Okay, so we've got a couple minutes left. So does anybody have any questions? Marilyn, can you unmute everyone for a second? Just to see if there's any questions.
They all have the option to unmute. So go ahead.
Oh, okay. Anyone have any questions?
I don't think
Hey,
so.
Stan. Didn't see you there before.
Well, I finally made it. I had a struggle getting in.
Okay. That's still saying better. So let's do our longevity qigong exercise, and this is the exercise where we have a little poem that goes with it, and just begin with the heart and bend your knees slightly, and here we go. And don't forget to breathe. We got to breathe while we're doing this. Okay. So here we go. Two dragons go towards the sea. Two tigers going to hiding. Soaring up into the sky. Seeking the moon at sea bottom. Abbot, the bronze urn. And the wild goose lands on flat sand. Elderly monk lifts up the tree, leading away the goat. So just to review this, some of the movements here a little bit. When we go down, bend your knees, but try to keep your back as straight as you can, and keep looking forward. Try not to look at the floor. So, Abbott, lift, turn. And as the wild goose lands on flat sand, bend your knees, look straight ahead, Okay. The elderly monk lifts up the chi, leading the way, the goat. So let's do this one more time together. We've got a couple minutes yet. So here we go. 2 dragons go towards the sea. 2 tigers go into hiding. Soaring up into the sky, seeking the moon at the sea bottom. Abbot lifts the bronze urn. The wild goose lands on flat sand. Monk lifts up the chi, leading away the goat. Okay, so let's do our Tai Chi salute. I think we're just about right on time. Make a fist with the right hand, place it in the palm of the left hand, extend the fingers. Cover up the little hole in the fist with the left thumb. And we bow to each other to show respect for one another, and we say, Pang Yomen Zai Jin, Pang Yomen Zai Jin,